There we go, all lined up. Okay, welcome back. I am here again, and already off the bat, somebody randomly invited me to their guild. So that's awesome. That's one of our problems solved. We haven't had this setting on, but if you go into your settings and hit game, display name, you can turn that on and off. Now you can see my name and the guild and the stuff that goes with it. Let's have a little squiz. We have 8 people online. Kick. What have we got? 91. My shield. Okay, Power Rangers. What do we got? Rewards? They have got rewards. XP, stats, HP. Nice. I'm down for that. I know that name. Let's check who he is. He is the guild master. And he's done most of the guild points himself. Huh. Means he's probably macro farmed himself. Or his guild or another guild. Right, we are a PowerRanger. Good way to get some good way to get some attention. Alright, one of the reasons I want to stream more often this week is I've just made this character, and this mount is a 7-day only mount, so it'll expire soon, and you can see the end date and time, and that'll be relevant to your time. And that'll be relevant to your time, so basically I've got like 2-3 days. Now, I put some stuff up on auction, and we've sold 2 things. That's not everything, but it's something. So we've gotten a top up, which is nice. Slash Twitch. Need some copy and paste stuff to make this easier. Get rid of my one megaphone. Got to turn the volume down for my ears. Doesn't need to be that loud. Been pretty happy with the quality of my streams, but I have noticed... Oh, that's dropped in price. I have noticed I had a bit of issue with YouTube the other day. The video would keep freezing up. But the audio would keep playing. And that's only been since I changed my encoder settings, so I might have to change them back yet. Otherwise, everything's been great. Volume's been great. Everything's been great. Well, I will not look at that much more. That would be crazy. I'm just checking a few things, guys. Not sure if anybody's here yet. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Nothing really to look at. Let's go Gandharva. We didn't do this last time, but the more we thought about it, the more we wanted to do it. We're just checking for cheap wands. That's not cheap. I don't think we're going to just be able to farm it. If you want to make some money, guys, as a low-level player, farm Gandharva. We'll do that later. We'll at least kill it once. And get a staff, get a wand, plus it up, and sell it for like this guy here. Yeah, 10 million land is insane, but somebody might buy that. I can see someone buying that. Now, someone asked me in game, no, one of the streams, 2 streams ago, and it was the end of the stream, so I couldn't finish my response. But they were asking me about Hunter. Now, Hunter as a new character, not the worst choice, but definitely in my like C. Like if I had a tier system, S, A, B, C, I'd probably put it at C. D being probably the worst, and F being just E, F, E, I guess, being like just the worst class. So it's a C class character for a beginner. It's not terrible. It's great that you have ranged attacks, so you can just pull them in. I suppose the very early game is fine. Because you have all that range, you'll fight a lot like a mage character. You'll just be a bit slower. It's a bit harder to run and shoot. I'm gonna grab this happy hour like we said we would. Now I'm tempted to go item drop instead of XP because I'm not in a rush to level up. I'm really not, and I'd like to get more good stuff. I'd like to get more early game good stuff so I can show you more about making fluids. I can show you more about getting good gear. So we haven't got everything yet. Don't forget your 1-day click. That's a freebie. You might get more item drop yet. Now the happy hour actually stacks with this stuff. So, but this stuff doesn't stack with itself. So if you get XP, good. Looks like we got an auto water. That's not bad either. Let's check battlefield. Nothing yet. When there's a strongest, if we've got the time today, we'll try to do it and try to get some points. Hopefully we'll be level 24 by then. Couldn't get a Gandharva wet, but it won't be long and we'll just have a Dura ring. Fill this space. When there is a nightmare, we might farm some snails to get good. We're gonna get good. Alright, so we'll go back to Sakate. Because we need to do some quests here, and we need to do some leveling up. Go, go, Power Rangers! Hey, I have a viewer on YouTube and on Twitch. Nice. Feel free to use the chat. The chat will both come up on the screen. So that's a new feature that we've added to the stream. Where's the agent? The agent for Sakate is in the tavern, where she normally is. Usually she's in a tavern. I want to look for all the nightmare scroll quests, bar this one. I don't want to use that one yet. I'll save that one for later. I've done one of them. We'll grab the desert snail. And I'm just going to go backwards from here. Because this is an area... The last area is an area I think I'm actually going to do the quest for. You don't have to. You can just grind, you can just farm, you can just move on to the next location. That's fine too. I don't think I want lizard legs. Just the nightmare. Alright, let's grab those nightmare quests. Snail, the Sturge... And there should be one more nightmare quest. Island Crisis, no, 2. Cool. So we've grabbed those quests to keep things interesting later. We're going to be doing the nightmare quest anyway, so we might as well grab that. Oh, it jumped off YouTube. I wonder if they had that same issue I was having and the video was coming up with an error all the time. I'm not worried about that right now. Hopefully I get an hour stream in and the kids stay asleep. That would be good. Oh, wrong one. Alright, let's do a run of Prison Workshop. I should be one-shotting or two-shotting everything in there. And we're going to do that to illustrate what the Prison Workshop does for us. We're a long way from Nightmare at 1500 hours. Nightmare will start at 2300 hours in game time. This is where Peddler Maxim is if you're looking for the Gutters quest, but you can always look it up. I'm gonna grab them in the quest thing later. What are you doing? Now these Libber Shells are some of the first, a good example of how much damage I'll be doing too. Not quite one-shotting. Need more crit. Fair enough. Getting all the new players. It's not a bad idea at all for guilds to try and find new players. We are getting new players joining all the time. And if they get picked up, a long time. There's another one of those level 50 bosses. It says 25, but it's 4 level 50s. And up. There's no point killing it. You can get a drop, but it'll be no different to the other stuff in the area. Easy done. Ah, I was right. I am 2-hitting. So the XP is better. You saw the XP outside. It was like 2,400. I can check that. Roll this up a bit. Can I check that? 27? 27. So the XP is 1,000 better in here, and that's because it's a dungeon. So even if they're nightmare monsters, they're just considered a little bit better. Could be their level 2. I'm not really paying that much attention. You get some decent monster drops too in here. You can just activate them like that, or you can put them in your hotkey bar like this, and use them like that. But they're not a big deal, you don't need them. Sorry, my auto ward has done its work. Now, Prison Mine is one of those areas in the game where you can get this gear, this level 20 ion stuff. It's not likely to drop. It's not very likely to drop, but you should have a better chance of getting a compression Xeon. You should have a good chance of getting some accessories for your character. You get some okay Lance as well. I'd like to remind anyone watching, looks like I'm getting the next version up of the fluids. That's alright. Alrighty, we are a guild manager. Let's check that title. Where am I? There I am. Guild manager. I've been here for less than 15 minutes. Have I? Let's check the time. Yep, I haven't even been streaming for 50 minutes. Now I'm a guild manager. Honorary guild manager. So if anybody wants a free guild invite, we are running XP, stats, and HP. In guilds, you get a buff if you do guild wars and get points. The total score we have is on the left, and the total score that we've ever accumulated is on the right. I wonder how big that number can get. I wonder if there's a cap. All the rewards are XP, land, item drop, death protection. When you die, you lose XP, so that's preventative. Stats, HP, mana, HP recovery, and mana recovery. So it's all very handy, it's all very helpful. It's one of the main reasons you want to be in a guild outside of the socialness of it. You're going to get monsters stuck inside walls. They can be killed, but only if you're, only if they can hit you back can they be killed. It's really awkward. See, I can't use my skills, except somehow I used flamethrower. Otherwise, you just can't. They can't attack you. You can't really attack them. So what we're gonna do is gonna run through Prison Mine. It's not a bad map. When the game first relaunched, nice, got a belt. When the game first relaunched, on my first character, Kirilu, I came here as soon as I could. I raced through the game, I skipped all the quests. There were so many people during the relaunch logging into the game that you needed to get the hell out of quest areas because too many people would enter. And people would crash and you would die. And it was not a very good experience if you were in the lag zone. You had to log in like 5 times to escape. So I would hide in places. I would go to Crematory and farm there. I would go to Conveyance Port and farm there, or Stone Pit. Areas where people don't really often go to because they have nothing to do with the main quest. Ooh, there's our Dura ring. Nice. We don't need it from the quest now, we're just going to have it at level 20. I won't be surprised if we're level 20 when we finish the dungeon. Because let's see, we're getting like 3% per kill. Let's double check that. 93, 96, we are actually getting 3% per kill. That's pretty good. And we've gotten 2 accessories already, and that's just with the happy hour. And do I have the guild buff? I don't think we have not got the guild buff, so no biggie. I mostly wanted the guild buff that is XP. I don't think the quests exist anymore for any of the stuff in this dungeon. So all these boxes are just sitting there for no real reason. There's our level up. Got nothing to spend our points on. Nothing at all. I'm going to show off how flamethrower works. We're going to shoot everyone in the room once. Actually, we're just going to shoot 4 because that's our max targets. I'm going to hit this guy again because we missed him. And then flamethrower. See the splash? Killed 3 at once. Now we're not really tanking, but that'll change a lot at level 20. Because you got to remember, our armor is 87 short range and 57 long. Long doesn't matter. And that's almost all coming from my honor and from the enchants I put into my level 10 gear. Oh, really? We got another awesome item. So proof of what I'm talking about, you can get the level 20 armor. This isn't the only place you can farm, and another accessory. Man, we are banking. This way. Kill some greedy miners. You can farm Premium Dungeon in Nova Lux, but at this level you can't access it unless you have Premium. If you have Premium, you can enter the dungeon again and again, and again and again. You have 2 viewers, nice. Feel free to use the chat if you want to ask any questions, or if you just want to comment, or if you just want to chit chat. It makes things more interesting. For everyone. Again, I reckon all this stuff that's dropping, it's not worth selling to an NPC at this point in the game. Not now that I've made Lance, not now that I have my gear sorted out. Just delete it to save yourself some time later. Real Lant will come from the good items that you sell. And remember to try and lock off items. So I don't want this item to be accidentally deleted, so I'll put it over here or something. because it looks too much like this armor, for example. So I might accidentally delete it. So I'll put it aside. So after this, I want to hit up Nightmare, if Nightmare is close, and do some of the Nightmare quests that need to be done. See, there's the Desert Snail. We've got that one to do. We're also going to try and farm. Nice, grab that quest as well. When you level up, you get that little flag icon, and you can look at the immediate quests that you can do at that level. It's convenient, but not necessary. And lots to talk about this stream. That's because we're actually doing something this time, not just farming red Xeons or doing the forge. Forge is very boring. It took me an hour to forge my accessories and my armor, which isn't too bad, but there is an auto pickup button. I don't think I ever mentioned that in my earlier streams. I've set it to G, yours might be H. I find G's just that little bit closer to my index finger. So you can go into the keyboard settings and find, I'll just look for the letter G because that'll help me. Not too far. There it is. Obtain all items. Pickup item is just, it shows you what the item is and you can select it. I don't really use it. So obtain all items is G. It'll just select the nearest loot box and pick everything up. It won't work if there's a bound item. It'll work for all the items except the bound item. That is another good item. I'll put that over here. We'll sell that. You probably won't be able to sell them for a lot because their values really dropped. It's been over a year since the relaunch, and this stuff's not bound, so a lot of people get it for free as hand-me-downs. I don't know if you're watching. Maybe he's not watching anymore. Another ring! If anybody wants some free gear, I'll give away gear if you're watching the stream. It's too bad I don't have a stack of megaphones. I keep advertising myself. Where are we up to? About halfway through the dungeon. We're not gonna fully clear out the dungeon. And this dungeon is a open instant dungeon. So you can come in here with everyone else in the game. These monsters respawn after a while, maybe 5 minutes, something like that. I'm gonna try and save my vital water. I don't want to use it all up. Could be very helpful when I'm doing a boss later. We're gonna sit down and heal up. Because when we hit 50% of our HP, that pot will automatically kick in. Could just turn it off though. That works too. Might put it over here or something so I can see it. I'm gonna write this somewhere at some point. A little motto for this entire guide. And that's, I'd rather be overpowered and underleveled than underpowered and overleveled. Which is exactly why I didn't power level straight away or anything like that, because I'd end up too high in level. An example of a bound item. Come on, give me all the luck. No. That's another level. Nice. More quests, maybe? Okay, here's an interesting quest, okay? You could do it, and you can get this stuff. And it's complicated, and I ain't gonna show you this stream. In fact, I'm not gonna show you at all, because I actually recommend you don't take this quest. It has a unique secondary function that you can use later. and you want to keep the quest. Now, I did do the quest on my main character, and I presently regret it. Just going to accept these scroll quests now that they're in range. I don't recommend deleting the monster drops or the reds. Obviously the reds are valuable. I do sometimes delete reds when I don't want them around. Mostly because they stack and they'll keep dropping, so it just saves me time to delete them only at once. The one time, or even sell them into an NPC because they stack up and get more and more valuable. I'm not going to make a lot of lance selling them, so I probably will delete them once I exit the dungeon and stop getting them, because we won't do this again. We don't need to do this again. I think I farmed this dungeon for both honor and XP on my main character during the relaunch for at least a couple of hours before I moved on. I farmed it until it was full. I was here first, basically. No one else was here farming. I knew I'd be able to get my armor sorted out early, get some simple compressions, get a bunch of accessories, and start selling. It was really fun, actually. I was using the region chat, and I was like, I have a this, can someone give me a lentis that? I need a lentis earring, and someone, I'll trade Dura. Trades were really exciting in the first day or two. And a lot of us knew what we were doing too. We were all racing to do Battlefield. And not all of us, but some of us knew. So we were all racing to get powerful to do Battlefield. To get Battlefield points, to buy frozen token compressions, and go from having hundreds of thousands of lant to millions and millions and millions of lant. And it worked. And then eventually everybody figured it out. A lot of people were actually picking the lant option when they finished the Battlefield, and it's like, it's actually not the best way. Frozen compression tokens. It's stuff that I'll show everybody in stream eventually, but it's not important right now. Hey, that was lucky. We got 10 simples. Hey, we got a Turba bracelet. That's awesome. I'm not going to replace my bracelet straight away, but I might put them in the bank. Now, last stream I was talking about crit enchants, and you've got the 0.3, there it is, which is okay, and then you got the 0.4s, and then you got 0.5s, which I talked about a little. The Battlefield enchant for 0.5s, although you could farm, and you might if you get 49 FOC rolling and it's not impossible, and it might be fun. So if you can enjoy 49 FOC, if people are playing and you're not just getting one-shotted by twinks, or perhaps you are a twink and you're enjoying fighting other twinks, then you could farm those points and get the slightly better crit chance enchant. But seeing as I'm only going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, roughly, enchants in, that's the difference between the 0.4 and the 0.5 would be 1.2% skill crit chance for probably hours of farming, because you're not going to get a lot of points at a low level. A, because the point is capped based on your level, So even if you fight hard, you will get there's a contribution cap based on your level. And B, because you probably won't necessarily find anybody to play with at these low levels in FOC. I will try to do it later though when we get stronger. We should be able to have at least one decent battlefield between now and level 49. It's good that we've gotten all the fluids from farming here. Might be able to get a decent item out of that. Oh shit, 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 I'm not paying attention. Alright, cool. I died. Okay. You have a resurrection item here. Now, try not to die like I just did. But if you click respawn, it'll port you all the way back to the start, I believe. Or maybe halfway. I'm not sure. Probably the start. We're nearly at the end, so I don't want to. You can also resurrect at current return location, which will take you to here. That's actually a pretty good way to freely teleport without affecting your cooldown. And this button puts your hand up and someone can respawn you. We're not going to do that. We're just going to respawn. And I'm pretty ashamed, so I'm going to use my auto water to heal me back up so I can keep going. I was too busy talking and just killing everything indiscriminately. Okay, sometimes the loot box will land in an awkward place. Just reach up and grab it if you can. I read somewhere that one of these monsters is bugged and they respawn really fast. Could have been this one. So this is the final room. Hey, it does respawn really fast. It's still bugged. There you go. If you want an exploit for low levels, no one's going to notice you in here either, to be honest. You can just hang out in here and kill that monster over and over and over again. Because this room will probably take 5 minutes to respawn, but that one monster is a bit broken. Again, all this gear is junk. It's expensive to reduce, it sells for fucking nothing. And it's not very good to wear. It pluses very little up in the way of stats. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. They were trying to do something with all this gear when they relaunched the game, and they just didn't follow through. They just left it. It is sad. What's he going all the way over there? Is that the same one? Okay, so he respawns, but he just respawns in a weird way. He might respawn up here, he might respawn down there, but it's pretty quick. And he's back again. Let's see how our pet copes. Because one of your strategies for farming... Oh, this guy might be using pets, but it looks like my Temporian model doesn't stand a chance yet. Oh, he's over there. So this is an exploitable strategy. You just hang out here and kill the same monster over and over. We're going to move on, because we've dealt with everything we wanted to deal with. So you just come and right click this fog here, and it'll take you out. And conveniently, there is a Theme Battle Strongest Merchant right here that you can sell everything to. more convenient. Move our reds over here. It's more organized that way. And just keep selling all this stuff because it's gonna weigh us down. We're gonna sell all this gear. You can definitely make a nice small profit just farming low level gear and selling it. Because there's always old players making new characters and they have the land, so you can overprice things. And then there's new players like me who still buys this stuff. Alright, that looks good for now. Now, I do need to kill some Liber shells, so I'm going to kill them while I'm running through here. A little bit harder than the monsters we were fighting in the dungeon. I think it's just the Liber shells though. I think they're generally tankier than the other monsters in the area, because they're basically big giant rocks. Ooh, level up. Okay, any new quest? Temporian model upgrade. Oh, and we can change our armor. Let's grab it. So our HP has gone up by 1,000, so more than doubled. Our armor has gone up to 400, that's quadrupled. Our skill crit chance, our stats in general have gone from like 90 to 300. I don't know, like that looks like a lot of stats, doesn't it? Say the 5% boost to my stats from the guild GVG is contributing a bit. Was it 5? Yeah, it's 5. Our magic damage has probably gone up by about 50 or something like that due to the intelligence. And the armor has enchants on them, so my skill crit's probably gone up by 6% too. It's not a huge amount, but even our scad looks pretty nice right now. That was good. It's good. Now, here's Maxim. He's part of the Temporian's Way questline, so just grab that. If you can choose, grab the magic accessory. If you don't need it, but you want to sell it, just grab that, because there's more mages being played than melee characters. This is more likely to sell. So the next quest is Liber Shells. I've sold something. That's interesting. Or it could have been something expiring, actually. I had an earring for sale that didn't sell a few days ago. So here we go, we're going to finish these two quests. That one and that one. It's really important to do this quest because your mount will expire. And this quest is a free mount. And there's not many like it in the game. So if you're free to play, you need it. It's not as fast, but when you're on your mount and you get attacked, you don't take damage, but you get knocked off your mount. So it gives you a few free hits, basically. So you can run through areas. You can do a lot of things a lot better. Is there anything else? Let's delete this old gear. It's not special, it's just got an enchant in it. You could sell it. I could sell it simply because I've streamed and maybe someone will find it interesting. But remember not to delete that stuff, and we'll just put some of this stuff in its place. Oh, we can wear a do a ring now, so put that on. Might plus it up soon too. Desert Stone Golems at Southwatch Tower. This one? Desert Stone Golems. Yeah, I want that quest. What else have I got? Clear crystals? I just did that. Oh, well, we'll do it again later. This isn't the only location where there are Liber shells. So there we go. We got a Rex. And I will put it somewhere in here. Usually try to keep my permanent items up the top in my first bag, but that's just me. Now, we're going to keep doing the Temporarian's Way. You don't have to continue it from this point, but there's some items, some lands, obviously, and a decent XP, so it's not worth doing. Look, it gave me 89,000 XP. That's a lot more than what the monsters are giving me. That's almost a level up in itself. It's only that quest that really gives you good XP like that, so... How much did I get for that quest? I don't think it showed up. Weird. Oh well. It gave me at least like 4% XP, so the scroll quest wasn't so bad either. No new quests. Don't think I can run up that hill. I think I can maybe run up around here. I want to skip the liber shells in this area. I'm going to do some tricks with my mount, so I'm going to... Because normally you'd have to run all the way around, but maybe there's a shortcut. I've never tried before. This looks promising. No, not quite. Once you know, you know. But I don't think this is going to get me up. It's not quite enough of an edge. Nah, I'm going to have to go around. That might work. Nah. That doesn't work either. This should work. Easy. Not much of a shortcut though. Anyway, we're gonna come up and around here. I did grab a quest that said go kill some pezzers, so... And the only pezzers I know about in this area are up here. The gutters entrance used to be up here too. It's not anymore though. Just a fun fact. You might have trouble with these pezzers and liver shells if you don't have the armor. They all have a skill that these two monsters have a skill. You should do it straight away. You'll start charging up. Apparently this one doesn't want to do it. There he goes. Poison spit. And it would normally do a fair bit of damage, but my armor is mitigating that damage. Shocking. Shockingly good. Alright, no reply. Okay, we've got 1 more hour of in-game time till Nightmare, so we are progressing this way towards South Watchtower and then over Agnes Desert. And we're going to find the poison snails over here. We've got 2 quests to kill poison snails, and I want to farm the boss. Some nightmare monsters have a boss, and they have a really good drop table, and they drop a nucleus, which can be made into an ornament. The first instance, we're going to get our mount. We're going to use the whole they can't hit me thing. Because if I just ran, they would probably aggro me, and then I wouldn't be able to mount up. So best thing to do is just mount up straight away and start running. If you're going to save these fluids, another thing you can do is start stacking them properly for later. While you're running around. Back to one-shotting everything. If I'm lucky, I should get some fluid. If you time everything right, you can do your scroll quests and the Temporian's Way quest at the same time. It saves you having to kill. If you've watched any of my other streams, or like the videos on YouTube, you might have noticed that I'm usually a lot slower than this. For me, I'm usually streaming late at night when all my energy has been spent raising my kids. So I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty tired in general, but right now it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. The kids are having a sleep, which is good for me, but it's also been a fair while and they might be up soon. At which point I might be able to keep streaming for a little bit, but I'm hoping to just get Nightmare done and then we're pretty dead. I'm spamming that pick up item button, G and E, as I jump around. And I am getting a lot of fluids, which is good. If you attack a monster too soon after it respawns, it won't take any damage. But it will aggro it and it will come at you. Alright, last two monsters. 3 if you include the golem. All done. Now we're gonna ride through. If you're new and you're struggling to keep up, or you can't, and I mean like during your playthrough you're struggling to keep up, don't worry about it. You can miss a few nightmares, you don't have to get them all, you might be busy. It's no big deal. Well, that's good. There'll always be another nightmare. So I've got 2 stacks of level 10 fluids, which is awesome. That's a fair chance. Okay, Nightmare has started. There's usually like everything goes bright and then dark. I'm only a little bit late. Oh, new player. Guild. Baby on UEM. Alright. So we're one-shotting snails. Awesome. This is the boss. They're called terrifying when they're the boss, and they'll have this red flashy thing above their head. He's doing a lot more damage than any other monsters. I did a crit, that's why I died real quick. They'll always drop one of these Zenobia coins. It's not a bad way to farm the coins. Like you can actually, I have farmed these coins way back in the day, but I was farming the Nucleuses. I made a character really strong at level 20, as strong as he could be. I think I was 3-shotting the desert snail. You've got to actually pick up the bound item yourself though. $10,000 lamps. Nice. So that was the 3rd tier. When you're just starting out, that's awesome. That's a pretty big win. It'd be the same if I got something like that, the simple basic Xeons. That would be awesome. It'd be really awesome if I got the 5th tier at least once. The only downside to these land items is they can't be deleted. They sort of clog your inventory. 10,000 XP for the boss. Not bad. So as you can see, it does take a while. It does take a while to get the Nucleus drop. Could take that many kills. What was that? 6 kills? I'd actually say that's lucky. So we got our 1 drop. It's not very useful to us right now, but we can wear it as it is. That's what we'll do. I do not need. Nice! We have finally gotten a simple compression Xeon. Thanks to the improved drop table of the terrifying desert poison snail. Oh yeah, and you can also get the property damage. Ideally, we want a fire one because we're a fire character, and our fire property damage will be added to it when we use it. But even that would be fine. I might even use that on my next weapon. Now let's not forget our other quest. Let's make sure we kill regular snails. You don't have to open these right now, you can open them anytime. I'm just opening them because there's plenty of room in my inventory. If we can get a few other Nucleuses, that would be good. And I do have another nightmare quest to complete, so... Not just a rumor. I think that's the one we should focus on though. Because that's the one that forces us to come back again and again and again. But the snail is good too. Now that we're this high in level though, actually it would have been like that before. When it's got that blue circle here, when it's blue, you're gonna get less from the drops. I'm sorry, I missed. Let's just focus on the regular snails for now. We only really needed the one. But you could quite easily farm more of this item and sell them. Maybe for 1,000,000 lamp, because nobody else is selling them. And people will buy it. New players will buy it. Old players with new characters will buy it. Cool. Well done. Let's tick that box. And it wants me to go... Where? It wants me to go over there to Roke. Southwatch Tower? This is going to be slightly quicker. We're going to use our return spell for this. No new quests. I can accept some scrolls soon too. So that saved me maybe a minute. Wait, why am I doing that? Wing Rider. Now we want to go over to Roke. That's done. That's done, but not important right now. Drop the quest off, and then the next quest should take me back here to the Oasis for more Nightmare monsters. And we'll try and finish that before Nightmare's over. That's just getting the most done in one Nightmare when it comes to finishing this quest. This is the main reason we're doing Nightmare. Remember that. We're not doing it for the scroll quest. That's just a bonus. We're not doing it for... we were doing it for the Nucleus. But outside of that, it really wasn't too important. I better not do that right now. I do want to do it right now though. Let's quickly do it. Personal memo. Yeah, you gotta select yourself. Personal memo. Boom boom. Boom boom. The Sturge. What did that look like? 30,000 XP? Now we go straight back. We should have a scroll quest as well. Yes, we do. And we can grab these two quests. We can pick them up. Cannot use while flying. Fine, be like that. I can delete stuff, so I'll do that instead. These are worth a little bit of land. Interesting audio collision. I think we have time. Alright, that looks better. And here are the Sturge. Should be quite easy. Should be lots of one-shotting. Not sure where the thickest group of them are. I normally just run around in circles. We could be doing a little bit more damage. Oh, I totally forgot about the new skills. Alright, we've got some new skills. We can do that while we're farming. So we've got this, which I'll put on Q. It's a AoE and it works like the fireball. It doesn't have a very long cooldown. It's pretty well, it's a great skill. And then we'll grab the first aid, another great skill. I normally put that on 4. It's an instant heal, it's not a dot heal like healing. Healing wounds, oh, sorry, wound care. It's instant and chunky, which is good. And don't get Emblazed Mind, it does not work. It might secretly apply, but it does not work. As far as I know. Ooh, another player. Party, party, party. Let's do this. What? Let's do this. I'll help you if you help me. Oh, a lot of players do that. They're not interested. It's just like, I'm soloing. Let's go kill that one. We'll farm in different areas. One down. Troll quest was easy to complete. Max. Did that say MP? Yes, it did. Fair enough. Down he went, up he went. Nice. Actually really good in the back here. There's a lot of sturge. Really no short supply. Other accessory is good. I'm using tab to kind of find the nearest enemy, and then when I see the sturge pop up, I'll turn around because I know the ones over there are not going to get tabbed. Nightmare monsters typically respawn a lot faster than regular monsters. This quest is cruel, but we still have heaps of time. Kabong! Hello? Oh, we're still going. Alright, one more. I said one more a few ones ago, but... Here we go. There we go. This time I wasn't lying. Awesome, we're done. Okay, forget any more farming in this area. Alright, let's get a buff. Nice. Another benefit to finding strong players. Why is this not work? Oh, is that... It's my Temporarian model. Why have I not got any controls for my Temporarian model? There we go. I really didn't want to get knocked off my mount, but that's okay. Alright, nice little cameo from the Guildmaster. Yeah, if you bump into some strong players, they might be able to give you a buff. But this is going to help a lot. So, the Bloodlust is a future buff that we will have ourselves on this character. It's a Mystic skill, and it's one of the first skills you can get at level 50. And it modifies physical damage and fire damage, so it's good for melee characters and mages. Particularly fire mages like myself. So it's really good, and it can be used on so many people. I definitely recommend it. The other buff I got given was more buffs that I really needed. But I got the extra physical defense. Nothing will hurt me now. Nothing at all. Oh, and another buff. What are we going to get? Blessed Revelation level 10. Oh, full PvE. That's pretty good. I don't need buffs. I really don't. Not that many buffs. But it looks pretty. Let's drop off these quests. Let's clean out our inventory. Our inventory is a bit of a mess, so let's tidy up. Move this over here for now. That'll change pretty quickly though. Awesome. Nothing too major. Move that over there. We're going to do a little bit of boring forge, and we're going to reduce this compression because we need to. Doesn't cost much to reduce, so just go for it. And that's why compressions are awesome. We got 859 simple compressions, simple Xeons, my bad. So that'll forge us all the way. That'll do everything we need it to do. Hello. You're probably just here to forge. I'll invite you to the guild anyway. Because I can. Alright. We had one thing to forge. You're probably a bot, but you're probably just forging, but you never know. Okay, I have one thing to forge, so that's what we really came here for. Give us a little bit of a boost. We should put on one of our music tracks. Where did I put them again? Videos. Music. No, back one. Original recording? Yeah. Don't want it to be too loud. How long have I been streaming for? Over an hour. Kids will definitely be up soon. I think we've done a pretty good job today. Level 22, I was like level 16. Oh, please. Please don't send me anything. I can't accept this character is a... I'll have to send it back.
You rara vera! You rara vera!
So there you go, if you're a new player, try to find Kabong and PowerRangers and you will get power leveled. If you wish to be power leveled, that is. Okay, we finished all the other quests. Just send some. I will send it back. I'm afraid I really can't accept. Well, that made things interesting. Okay, this wants me to go to Peddler Maxim next, I reckon. Nice. Plus, my gear is mostly finished now anyway, but thank you. Alright. So we'll go drop off this quest. And then we'll use the Wing Rider to come over to the next area. Actually, I should probably do Temporian's Way too. We're gonna have to do a little bit of here, there. Maybe sell all this stuff too. You just jump down here. Your mount will take all the fall damage for you. So you don't have to worry about how far you fall. Alright, Sakate. Cool. Alright, we'll drop that quest off too. That's an important quest to point out. Let's go back to Sakate. We got a few quests to drop off there. I'm gonna start moving everything across so it's faster to sell. Go go Power Rangers! I grew up with that. Alright, so if someone sends you mail, yeah? 100! Oh, thanks bro. I will should send them back. You can click reply and it'll automatically grab everything. I'll send him back. But yeah, this character, the buffs are great. I'll accept the buffs, 'cause any random could just give me buffs, and that's always okay. Now hopefully I can get back out there and use the buffs. But if my kids wake up, that'll probably be it for this stream. Only during nighttime hours, so when the moon is here and the red moon is here, these NPCs will rock up. And you do need them to finish this quest and to grab later quests. As you can see, the grayed out exclamation mark tells me there's a quest to be grabbed. You don't need to grab the quest this way, you can just grab it from the quest window at any time. Now, let's go find out what all this stuff is worth. Okay, so remember we drag it into the box over here and we just copy and paste it straight into AH. So you can see everyone selling for these prices. So someone's willing to pay 50k, we're willing to sell for 50k. Can't compete with those prices, so next belt is a meditation belt. Copy and paste. Okay, they're dirt cheap. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy them. We're gonna do the dirty. And we are going to sell for 100. And I do recommend you do this. There's nothing wrong with doing this. There is in today's society, like outside in the real world, but this is a game. $100k is good. You can press enter, you go to your chat, press escape, and it'll get rid of everything without having to select everything. Very useful little trick. Dura, okay, this is another one of those, I'm gonna buy it. We want to bank one of these, so we'll keep it in case we want to use it. and sell for much more than what they were selling theirs for. I might actually want to bank this bracelet as well. Yeah, I want to bank the bracelet as well. Okay, just look up Ion. That'll be quicker, I think. Yep, that was quicker. There are no boots and there are no pants. So there's been a few new players entering the game. I wonder if my streams have helped that. I'm going to sell these for 300 each. Welcome. Okay, that's good for now. Now, you could just delete this stuff, keep the economy low. Or you can throw it right back in to AH for similar prices. I can't remember what I priced everything as, so I'm gonna sell it for something. Maybe 100k each. Yeah. Oop. No, I don't want to do that. Cool, done. Alright, that's my inventory cleaned up a little. Let's go drop the quest off. Remember, you can click this button here and you'll get a compass come out and it'll help you find the quest. Otherwise, you can click the M button and it'll also kind of help you find the quest. The map didn't work, but you can always just exit this. It's selected. Press the M button for map and there she is. Okay, grab that. Grab the Jura ring. Got another level up. Wants me to go to... who is that guy? Okay, over there at the rope. No new quests. Make it 3 because of the available room. I've got the wrong thing open. 3. Sorry, 4. Okay, looks like I'm all good for quests for now. Here's my bank. What's in my bank? Some crit chance. Use English in guild. Roger, roger, roger. We'll grab that because we're going to use them anyway. And we'll put these in the bank for now. I kind of want to deal with these fluids sooner rather than later, but we'll just put them in the bank. We can do that another stream. I think I'm going to have to leave the stream soon. I can hear one of the kids. Nothing too loud though. Keep them in here. So we've almost reached the maximum level for what is effective in on the first map. Level 24 is the last scroll quest, so that's pretty well the end of questing. Okay. So all these quests are pretty well in the same area, so there'll be a pretty solid thing to do all at once. Okay, we've done everything that we needed to do. The next thing to do will be to keep leveling up. I probably could have headed towards Nova for the next happy hour, especially if I'm leaving the stream. think when I hit level 24, and we can check this. Let's go all and 24. It'll show me the next couple levels. I got some stuff to do there. Let's put this up at 30. Okay, level 25. Alright, so I need to get to level 25. And then it'll want me to go back and do some more nightmare quests. Which shouldn't be a problem. I think by the time I do all these quests, I will definitely be level 25. Alright. Kid's asleep. Other camera is dead. That's not good. Okay, kids are both still asleep. I'm gonna have a quick toilet break, okay? Ah. Might be waking up. Makes sense. Might have a little bit of time left. That camera is not doing me any justice. I really need to get a new camera for her room. Alright. We'll do a little bit more. There's a few quests to do here. Some liver shells out that way. Some nightmare monsters that I can't kill right now. In fact, we'll select all the quests we can do right now. So now that you're level 20, I know I'm level 23, but now that you're level 20, you can really spam your skills a lot better. So when you're using Fireball, that cooldown is longer than it would take to use another instant cast skill. So you can go E, Q, and then E again, and you'll get a nice fast succession of skills. All stuff you probably would have worked out on your own, but I'm going to point it out anyway. So just fly through these monsters. Another cool thing about level 25 is I believe you can get your PB at level 25. It's been a while. 25. Yep. So that's going to be a little side mission. So a lot of these quests aren't a huge deal. We're going to skip straight to alpha testing, because that's a quest I'd like out of the way sooner. Although, if I get that one more level, this ties into that too, doesn't it? Alright, I better do all the other quests first. Skill points. I'm going to keep leveling up Flame Arrow. It'll increase its power, obviously. The duration of its effect, it has a dot. It's also going to increase the amount of targets it hits when it AoEs. At the moment it says 2. So it was probably already at 2 at level 1. So at level 3 that should become 3. So at level 4 it won't go up, and then at level 5 it'll become 4 or something like that, and it'll just keep going up. I don't recommend increasing your healing. It's not a big boost to increase it at all. Your wound care would be a better skill to level up if you were going to improve one of your heals in the early game. But I wouldn't recommend that for later either. A lot of things start to open up to us at level 24 and 25. Why not? Another Xenovia coin. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. Don't think I need the big Spriggans. Not anymore, anyway. Another simple compression. So, you could get one at any level. This 30% increase has obviously contributed a lot to me getting these simple compressions. So if you're stuck with nowhere to go, no one to turn to, You're not in a guild, nobody's giving you anything useful, and it's too expensive for you to get simple Xeons. Maybe try the happy hour and just keep playing the game, keep leveling. But remember, if you over level, you won't get good drops anymore. You'll have to make another character for the low levels to get stuff like simples. You can't reduce superness Xeons, which come after simple, back down to simple. It would be neat if you could, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. The guy who sent me 100, there is a way to farm compression Xeons later in the game, and to farm a lot of Xeons later in the game, like thousands of them. So that's exactly why the price for a stack is way too expensive, because it shouldn't be worth anything. But they're the people selling, and some people are restricted, like myself. Well, that wasn't a lot of XP. That's better though, 15k. What else have we got? Temporian's Way. And then it wants me to go to back to Alma again. Well, I suppose I'll go do the Liber Shells. So you get some more Liber Shells over in this corner of the map. Let's check the quest for later. Deacon stuff. Alright, so there's no other quests that interest us in this area past this point. I mean, we'll do the scroll quest, which is fine. But you don't... Temporian's Way is basically done now. There's just conversation quests. So I am going to stick around here and level up. Even if I have to grind a few monsters. But it looks like all these quests really line up quite nicely. So if a free-to-play player is wondering, you know, why do I have to grind? There are quests, and it does give you a little bit more direction when it comes to what you can do. And there is Prison Mine, which, you know, 2 or 3 runs, if you run through it, killing everything, 2 or 3 runs would absolutely be enough to level you up. And not only once, but enough to get the next quest if you're stuck and you can't get the next quest. Maybe you'll get some loot that you can use, that you can sell, that you can save for another character. I believe it's Kabong who's still hanging out in my stream. Thanks for lurking, bro. Can't say I've seen any new players in this area. Alright. 1, maybe 2 more kills and we'll get that level up. So we'll just start heading towards where we want to go next, which is the Black Hand camp. And that's where we'll get the alpha testing Temporians finished. Two kills. I thought so. Grab that scroll quest. So, level 24. Great level. You get a reset twice a day. Same as your happy hour, same as your enter premium dungeon stuff, and you get your first real daily outside of happy hour at level 24. So I can grab this theme battle reward, 400 free points if you win. You don't even have to play, you just have to join and win, and you get all those points for free. Now this is an area where the monsters get aggroed to your level, so this is where my AoEs become a lot more useful, because I can spread the damage out quite a bit. Now, if any of these quests are bothering you and they're in your way and they're, you finished them or something like that, or you can't do them right now, you can untick the box to get them out the way, so you can focus more on what you're doing. I'm not having any trouble, and I have no buffs. This is all my armor, guys. It doesn't really reflect how difficult this area is without good armor. But if I start taking my armor off, my HP will drop. Alright, you're attacking the wrong dude. Attack me. Forget my pet. Hit me again. Hit me again. Not important. Okay, we'll hit all these guys, and once you have a big group coming at you, it might become a little bit more apparent. Yeah, I would die if I tried to take on, without armor, 3 or more of these guys at once. Level 25, not a bad weapon really. Not a bad weapon replacement. Now remember, we stopped leveling up our honor once we got all the points we wanted to get them to 10. That'll change later, but for now it's fine at 10. Or 100 plus honor level, and then all the skills you want at 10. I say magic damage, I say armor, because 30 armor is good, 30 damage is good. Con, intelligence, and mind, because that's the stats mages use. HP and MP recovery, that's a big one for the early game. Increase your XP, because yeah, why not? It really does add up. Increase drop rate, because yeah, if we can get a simple compression Xeon, awesome. So every bit of drop rate counts, and all stats, because obviously it feeds back into con, intelligence, and mind. You could grab skill crit rate if you've got the points for it. It'll only be an extra 1% to your crit rate. You could increase your melee damage. You'd actually like get a little bit of damage in when you do hit people. Otherwise, it's mostly just those stats. If I had like 300 honor grades, I'd probably put points into melee, skill crit, physical crit, strength, just cause I can. And every now and then when I hit with my wands, it will do a, helpful amount of damage. But if this is your first character and you're just trying to get up, get good, get strong, probably stop at 100. It takes too long to level up the honor at these low levels, so it's perfectly fine to stop at 100. It wasn't that hard to do. I did that all in my previous streams. That's a level 50 boss. It says 15, but it's for level 50s. Don't hit it. It's actually kind of cruel that they wrote it as 15, because a new player will think, oh yeah, well I'm level 24, I can do it. No, you can't. We need to kill mages more than we need to kill berserkers, so we'll try to focus on them a little bit more. We haven't talked about this area much. Most of the enemies are in a group, so if you hit one, you trigger all of them. Your pet could be useful here to take some damage off of you by attacking first. Didn't have to kill that guy. Getting some more ion energy is good too. When we compound our ion energy into an item that we can wear, it will it'll be random, and it'll be random between total shit, you know, 4 times out of 10, and something pretty decent outside of that. And maybe 1 out of 10 we get something really good. So you need more than just 1 stack. You need as many as you can get. And the sooner you have that item, the better. Hey! I can help. I used the exclamation at the start to make that normal chat. Can I have buff, please? You have buff. I have buff. Please, please? You didn't give me buff! Buff? Buff? Buff, please? Buff, please? Okay, now you're messing with me. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You probably... Okay, she's up and I didn't know. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get my daughter up and then finish up this stream. Let's start with these. Hey, open them up. Might as well get some sugar in here. Put something in the way. A lot in there, right? Here you go. Not very much. Give you a treat. What's that going for you? Yep. Wanna watch some Emma? Jello, ba, ba, ba. Hammer, jello, ba. You don't believe me? Or you're getting bored of Hammer? Play latest. Come on, come on. That'll do for now. Alright, that'll buy me 5 minutes. Alright, we'll keep the headphones off, just slows me down. Okay, we finished the quest. All we have left to do in this area is the nightmare quests, and we need to level up one more time. But I think we'll benefit from being in Nova Lux for a short time. We could teleport just to get out of here a bit faster, a little bit faster. I'll do that. It gets me back to this Wing Rider faster than I could run. And then I can just go Zagato from there, which is where I need to go next. Although, I should probably not have unticked these boxes, just so I can keep track. What's this say? Bring materials to the village. So I do need to go there. I don't think I'm going to get the level up. Nay. There's a few more created. I'm so glad they let you delete stuff on the Wing Rider. You can't do a lot of stuff on the Wing Rider, but I'm pretty sure that's because there were a lot of exploits or a lot of ways you could crash the game using the Wing Rider, so they locked a lot of functions out. Now, quests. Once you get to Parnas, the next map in the game, there are some scroll quests and normal quests that give pretty interesting rewards, like megaphones, transport control equipment, which is like a teleport item. Actually, we might get the level up we need. Yeah, because you get so much XP now. 233k is a lot of XP versus the 3,000 we're getting per kill. We died once, didn't we? When you die, your gear gets loses some durability. If it gets down to 0, it doesn't break, but it stops applying its stats to you. And you need to come to the repair smith and just click repair all, it's a lot easier. It's very cheap to repair. It only cost me 8 lamp. We're not going to reduce this compression because we don't have a need to right now. I'm just going to hold on to it. Now, the next quest, it wants me to go to the Temporian Master in town, and he's just over here. The compass will take you there. Get another bracelet, get another... Didn't show me the XP, but it was probably in the hundreds. You can check this. This will bring it up, or you can look it up the other way. So now you can do Premium Dungeon. Or Treasure Dungeon. So that one's Treasure Dungeon, that one's Premium Dungeon, and that's a free 1 hour, 10 minute key. I was going to say 1 hour. 10 minutes to get in there You kill a bunch of stuff, and then just before 10 minutes is up, you reset the dungeon and get another full run out of it. That is something we definitely want to do in one of our streams soon, but we've got to do a few other things first. Just a few. For the sake of showing our audience. Such as chaste sanctum. And we want to do the gutters as well. We want to point that out as well. And we're only going to do it just because it's not that easy to do. Chaste sanctum, don't have to do that either, but we'll do that anyway. It's more just to show. So you can grab these level 25 quests. You're going to want to do them all. So we got Cree-Crops, Celos. That would be, you'd pick that up from over here, only during nighttime hours, so it's easier just to pick it up straight from the quest window. Your Possession Beast quest, which is not hard to do at all. It used to be hard, so I'll show you that fairly soon, because that was going to be awesome. And the rest of it doesn't really matter, but those quests matter. I wouldn't say don't do these other quests. In fact, we probably will, just because we can. Keeps things interesting. Rather than just grinding. And then the last quest will just take us to Nova Lux. It'll just walk us in that direction. Excuse me. Alright, we don't need to do anything with our gear right now. Probably withdraw this stuff because we'll probably make that item later. Next stream. I'll put the extra bracelet that I'm not using in here. I already have one ring, don't I? Yep. So an extra bracelet and an extra ring. We'll take that out and another extra ring. This is just our backup. 3, 2, that over there, so we can keep track of it. This over here, keep track of it. Yo. You will be forever cleaning your bags. All this junk. Cool. Alright. Not in a rush to sell this stuff, but I am putting it aside anyway. I've got some scroll quests to drop off yet. It occurred to me that I forgot about this. So you go to a compound smith and you put the nucleus, is that what we call these? Cellular sample. I don't know why I'm calling it a nucleus then. That's why I'm calling it a nucleus. And you can put in any kind of stat that you find tasteful to you. So it could be con, it could be HP, it could be HP recovery, it could be scad, block. It's interesting. We're going to put in property fire damage because this is a melee ornament. And the only way to turn it into a magic ornament is to make the property damage fire. So you need what's on it already, a crit Xeon, a physical damage Xeon, and whatever you're trying to put into it. So we've got all that. And it's only 1, so that's very low. I actually thought it was like 10 or something like that. 100% chance to succeed, it costs nothing, press go, boom, there you go. We got 0 to 4. Now I'm pretty sure it always rolls 0 as a minimum. I'm pretty sure you can't make that better. There is a fancy thing you can do. We'll do it with the physical. We don't need too many of them. And I'm not sure. Oh, we only need 1. So 1, 2, 3. And we make these little simple revamp items. and you put them in here and back in here, and you can re-roll it with that item. So you click auto register. So that was 0 to 4. We have no idea what the maximum is, but we made ours worse. Awesome. We made it worse. Okay, let's re-roll it again. Okay, we got it back to 4, so let's keep it like that. Because it's a minimum maximum, it doesn't need to be a high number. It'll be great when you roll a high number while you're attacking, but it's always sometimes going to roll 0. But to plus it up, that's where things get good. So now it's basically the same as an earring or a necklace. Each plus is giving us an extra damage. It's giving us melee damage as well, but it's giving us that fire damage. And it gives us some crit chance. So that's going to make us stronger. Ah. Hey, Baba. Was that good? Where'd they all go? You ate them all? Wow. Wow. You want to see what I'm doing? Yeah. I'll give you more. Check it out. La 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 la. La la la. Camera. Pretzel? Oh yeah! Nom. You want one? Oh, nom. Can Dad have one? Dad likes pretzels. Ah. Ah. Oh. Yum. The other baby is waking. It was good that we've just done this much. We're gonna stop in Harness Novolux, because the next time we stream we'll grab Happy Hour again. We'll probably grab Drop Rate again, because we are going to continue with the trend of trying to get better gear. I think we will make Dura our set, because it'll just be that much stronger when we get to Ancient Temple, particularly with the crit chances that we're going to put into it. Also, if you didn't farm reds, you probably wouldn't end up with a red. It's pretty unlikely to get these red enchants from just any mob in the game. You will get them, it's just very infrequent. It actually took a while to get it just farming the prison labor camp monsters. Still 100%, so it's with Forge, it's just guaranteed. Without Forge, you can probably still make it plus 30. Oop. Oh, it's already done. Now, I got a few things I want to do to the gear that I've already got. We got these last time, and we'll be grabbing some more soon, because the crit chance is worth it. Let's equip that now. That's heaps more damage added to us. And we are using the Dura ring. So we'll put a little bit of power into that. Doesn't hurt. But I think I will switch to Dura later. It's a little bit more forging, but yeah, why not? I don't know. I'm collecting it, so I kind of want to use it. So put that back on. And I'll probably end up making plus 30 at some point, and maybe not all of it plus 30, but I want to prove that you can do it. Certainly can with Forge on. It won't be easy, we might break a few rings to do it, but it'll prove the point and everybody can get OP, not just me. So, to recap, we leveled up, we got our Rex, we basically finished Temporian's Way. We've been doing quests all over the place. With scroll quests, we've done the not just a rumor quest for the most part. Yes, we have actually. Research for new genes. We've been collecting fluids, which we were selling at the start of the game for quick lance, but now we've been collecting them, and we've got a fair few. I think it'll be enough to get our first fluid. Gonna drop these quests off. The scroll quests have been a nice little addition. We haven't had to do them, but they made things more interesting. I'm sure if you're a new player, it's something you probably would like to do. Actually play and do some quests. The last quest to drop off in the area. And again, these quests can get a bit ugly to look at if they're all over the maps, so you can easily just go like boom and get rid of it, but because we're nearly done here, we're going to leave them. And this is where you drop off alpha testing and Temporians. I say Temporians, I think that sounds better for sure. Maybe it's Temporians. And this is an item that you just compound with the Model X. That's what you do with that. So, Novolux. We're not going to use our return spell to anywhere else anymore. We're going to move our return spell to Novolux. And it's going to stay that way for a while, because coming to Novolux is a long way to go. This is the biggest map in the game. This is Novolux here. It's a big map. So when we're all the way over here and need to come back, it's just going to be that much easier. Alright, so next time, we'll grab Happy Hour, we'll drop off a few quests, we'll go get Possession Beast, we'll do a few more quests, we'll grab some scroll quests, we'll get some fluids, but we're going to stop right here for the Happy Hour. There's a lot to do next time. That was pretty good. Level 25. Thanks for watching later, thanks for watching now, and yeah, until next time, keep getting lucky.